Hello everyone, I'm RobtheMod. This is part 2 and 2 of Wreckfest on PlayStation 5, and we're going to be doing the European Tour, which is 6 race events. What are we in? Guess we're going to go in the Boomer. There we go. So yeah, this is 6 races, which is, well, it's going to be something because obviously we had that one earlier where it was 8 races, and that was quite long. This is obviously a little bit shorter than that, obviously with 2 less races, but yeah, I get the feeling, obviously you guys know from the length, you know, sometimes it's 14 minutes of video and we get, you know, 2 events in that time, and then sometimes you get a video that's, you know, half an hour and it's technically only 1 event completed because it's a multi-heat event or multi-race event like this. Yeah, it's the only event that we're going to be doing in this episode. I thought I picked the Boomer. Didn't I? I'm almost certain I picked the Boomer. Did I just highlight it and not actually select it? I guess that must have been what happened. Oh, went too fast in for that corner. There. Completely smashed. The front of this thing is just... That's... The A-pillar's gone, I think. Is that the A-pillar? I can't remember. I feel like the A-pillar is where the windscreen is. Or the windshield. Whatever you want to call it. Another American/British term that's different to the cars. By the way, I'm trying to think of what game I'm going to do after this. I did start Sackboy: A Big Adventure on the PS5. And I've done about 8 episodes. So even though we've got a little bit obviously to go before this game finishes, we've got 2 further things. I feel like that's going to be the next game that's going to be on the channel. I was thinking it was either going to be that or Grid Autosport. Not Grid Autosport, Grid Legends. I keep saying Grid Autosport because it's... I keep seeing it on like to do with the PS3. Can I like change the car for the... I don't think I can I? Oh yes, I can. I can change the car for you. Okay, I'm choosing the Boomer. Right, I am definitely in the Boomer, right? Yeah. Right. I picked the Boomer the first time for the reason. You know, for a reason. It's the fastest car that I own in B-Class. Right, let's go. At least, actually, you can pick cars depending on the track, I guess. That's nice to know. Because obviously, that's a horrific wreck there. Oh, it's this track. This is the one where I think I flipped the Boomer. Oh, and then that's not... Right, I may have screwed myself over in regards to this. Because I now have damaged brakes and suspension. That's something. Out the way, Crash Mini Devil. Yeah, this is the track where I flipped the Boomer over, I feel like. And I watched that happen in, like, slow motion as it was rendering. Because it's really weird, because when I render, I mean, I'm going back into, like, behind-the-scenes stuff as well, but we'll damage the engine as well. But when I render, like, stuff that's in 1080p 60, or even worse, when it's in... When I do the full journeys, I do them in 720p, because they're really long. But, yeah, anyway, when I do something that's in 1080p 60 or even 4K 60 without the HDR that this has, it renders reasonably quick. Like I get like multiple like seconds per second, if that makes any sense. So like every frame, obviously, not every frame, every second of video is 60 frames, and needs to be 2 laps in the lead. Well, that's unlikely to happen. I might have just messed myself up there, but yeah. every second is 60 frames. When I'm rendering in like 1080p or 720p or even just 4K without the HDR, it tells me how fast obviously it's rendering, and it's like, oh, it's like rendering at like 200, 300, 400 frames a second depending on what it is. Oh, I earned a trophy crashing around. Reach player rank 25. Woohoo. I was wanting to actually get that. I saw it and I was like, I can get that pretty soon. But yeah, 200, 300, 400. I think at one point I got to like 500, maybe even 600 frames a second on one of the really old videos. That was re-rendering out to be 1080p. Some of the old, like, the original Need for Speed Most Wanted Let's Plays. Because they were only done at 720p, but YouTube, even though they're not 1080p 60, I re-render them at that because it's basically YouTube gives you a better. It's why I should really do the full journeys in 1080p. It does give you a slightly better bitrate and stuff if it's at a higher resolution. It's why I do the 4K stuff, to be honest. Like, I could record these and render these out, even though I'm playing at 4K. I could render them out at 1080p. But YouTube will give you a higher quality thing at 1080p if I upload a video in 4K. It's why technically, even though I was able to see stuff in 4K, I wasn't able to capture it in 4K, why I would still render it in 4K. But I don't do it for like the old console. Well, I say the old consoles. So, I mean, yeah, the PS3, the 360, they're getting on 20 years old. So yeah, they are getting old. But I don't do it for the really old stuff. I don't even really do it for like PS4 stuff and Xbox One stuff. I still do that at 1080p 60. But yeah, my point being is that on that last track, when I did it before and I flipped the boomer over, the thing is, when it renders 4K, like when it renders 4K without HDR, it renders about, I guess, 100 frames a second. So you get about 1 and obviously a half, or 1 and like 3/4 frames per second. So it's fine. But when it renders at like with the HDR, I don't know. I guess it's because it's having to do like multiple like light encoders or something on it. But when it renders that, it renders it like at like 20 frames a second or whatever. Sometimes even slower, 10 maybe sometimes at some point if it's particularly a busy thing. So I got to witness my crash basically in slow motion and my reaction as the car's flipping over. And it was actually, like, obviously if you go back to that video and you watch it, it's quite funny. But it's because obviously on YouTube you can watch stuff in slow motion. It is quite funny just seeing my eyes widen and like my reaction. But obviously I want you to watch the thing at full speed first, at least. It's like, I think this is the 4th race, right? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, oh, that's gonna screw me. Yeah. When you do that, because I've gone through the thing, it's like, oh, you've gone the wrong way. I haven't. Technically, I was still going straight ahead, correct way around the track. I just accidentally left the section where I didn't even mean to go in. I didn't mean to take that section of the track. I just was going too fast for the corner, and I had to. This shows how quick the boomer is, right? I was in 3rd, and I'm now in 1st again. Right. Now I remember this okay. I mean, yeah, demolition derby, whatever. But Now I know that this is here, I'm not going to go that way. Even though I think that way might actually be quicker. No, it isn't. Staying on the track is definitely quicker. I think I need a handbrake around that corner, actually. Oh! Right. Yeah. Okay, let's... that's because I was looking back. Come on, Boomer. Let's catch up. I've screwed myself over because of that. There we go. Oh, Uncle Big Bob, I was hoping I'd spin you out. Right, okay. Second is fine, I guess, if I'm going to finish second. Where's the start-finish line? I think it is here, isn't it? Oh, okay. Where is the start-finish line on this track? Oh, it's here. It's here. This is the start-finish line. Okay, I didn't screw myself over. I mean, I did, but I'm actually amazed that I managed to get the win there. I thought I was screwed. I don't think this has a figure 8. I'm hoping that well, I'm not hoping, because it would be really mean, but yeah, I'm kind of hoping that like the last race here gives us a figure 8. That'd be quite funny. Oh, come on, Dirt Trooper. Sometimes when they get span in front of you and you're just trying to accelerate and you can't do it because you don't have enough power. Just kind of annoying. I was going to say I had to turn right there. Nope, I had to carry on straight. Come on, yeah, Sheriff spanned themselves out. Again, 3 laps. The thing is, will the last race have 6 laps or will it remain 3 laps? Because they've all been 3 laps. Normally the last one is a bit longer. That is the question. And actually this took like not as long as I thought it was. Maybe that 8 race one, it was 6 laps each race. Maybe that didn't help, but this has been like 12 minutes recording so far. I normally trim a second or so off the beginning because I do like a sync thing. But I pretty much leave everything as it is, to be honest. I just record and I only edit stuff out if it's kind of really boring, I guess. By that, you know what I mean, like, if I was, let's say I was doing this game and I needed to earn enough points to get to the next championship, but I'd already done all the events, you guys don't need to see the same events again. I'd literally just do it off camera. Gran Turismo 7, I need to rank up. Do certain other events. I'm probably going to do that off camera. I might, actually, to be fair, I might do that on stream. I don't know. We'll find out. I do a stream tomorrow. Well, that was a nice noise, actually, of the rumble strip there. What also doesn't help is it's rather warm. Which, it's only apparently 18 degrees. I mean, I googled it and it's like... I mean, I say googled it. I asked Google, as, you know, like, voice assistant. Google Home, one of those things. It's like, oh, it's like actually like 25 where you are. But my watch seems to think it's 18. But okay, we'll find out. I mean, that is quite a big difference in temperature. It is actually only 3 laps again on this. Oh no, I was going to say we're going to the right. No, that's not the way that we're going. But yeah, it is quite, you know, warm and I'm sweating and stuff like that. So that's always fun. But normally what will happen is I'll record some of these episodes and then I'll record some more a bit later. I went to turn right there as well. I keep seeing those barriers and being like, that's the way I need to go. And then I see the road where before the barrier, and then I see the barrier and I'm like, nope, don't need to turn that way. Like, I didn't need to do that. Why? Why am I aiming for like the sections I don't need to aim for? I suppose it's because the barriers are like hidden, I guess. Around the corners. You can't always see them. So you just see that there's like a fork and you're like, oh, maybe I'll take the other way, and then don't. I guess, is this the one with the... No, this must be a different track. I was going to say, this isn't the one that with the figure eight. Like, there was a figure eight section there, but I don't think this is the same track. Maybe it is, I don't know. But I don't think it is. I think they just do that to... Well, maybe this does have more, like, things that we can unlock. Like a different route that we'll unlock as we, you know, continue playing the game, but... I don't think that, like, we've had an alternative route of this track. I don't know. Maybe we have. I don't, like I said, don't know, but... Oh. Like, have we gone down there before? Who knows? I don't recall doing it. I feel like we've always gone this way. Whenever I've done this track so far. That was a bit bumpy. Rear end lifted up there. Probably shouldn't have driven over the grass like that. I probably should have tried to stay on the gravel, but you do. Oh, I just realised how rusted the back of the exhaust is on this thing. Right, is that it? Is that the end of the event? We got one more? No, that was the end of the event. Right, well, we've completed everything on the challenges, so now we're going to move on to the Pro Internationals, but that'll be in the next episode. I guess we're going to try this American Series V8 Thunder and this Renegades of Demolition thing at first. Yeah, I've been RobtheMod. Thank you very much for watching part 22 of Wreckfest on PlayStation 5. I'll see you next time for more. Hurrah!